Okay,
We're back, everyone.
we're back. Sorry about this, guys. This is the first episode, so
Yeah, we're gonna get much more better in the future.
we're gonna go straight to it. All right.
Where did we leave?
We talked about Vision going out of
Yeah, and I want to mention something about Vision that I noticed. I mean, of course, like the CGI and the VFX has been like incredible and like immensely like so grand. It feels like a movie that shows. But I don't know if you have noticed, Vision's costume looks like a costume. Like especially if you rewatch Age of Ultron and Infinity War and Endgame, he looks like a robot there. But right now in Wandavision, Paul, we see
Did you
Paul.
see when you walk? Did you see when you
Yeah,
walk?
you can
Look
see
like
the
he
fabric,
was a
all the
prince.
wrinkles. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something I realized. Yeah, on Edge of Ultron, he was like you said a robot, but in this one, look, there's a scene when before he is going outside of the field, you can see like kind of like his pants moving when it's supposed to be fabric, when it's supposed to be one ensemble.
Exactly. You see, like you can feel that there's a person wearing a costume. When in reality, we see in Age of Ultron and then Avengers: Infinity War, we see like we don't see Paul Bettany. We see a real synthetic vibranium robot. That's
Yeah.
how it is.
So that's interesting because I've never had anything to say about Marvel until that, but
Same, me too.
so I don't know if they're gonna do that on the show. They take they're being less meticulous, but so far it's been good. But that's the first time. I'm glad you said it because I saw it too. I was like, when he's walking, because in his costume there's a line that goes from up to down.
Yeah, it's like the costume is too big for him. It's something. It looks like that.
Yeah, because he looked like he got skinnier also because he was very fit for Edge of Ultron, so he's skinnier and he is, yeah, absolutely.
I'm mentioning that, but Paul Bettany, just like we talked about Lizzie, how amazing she is. Paul is like
oh, yeah, Paul
has put up a performance.
I love his acting. I can wait.
Could not expect from him.
I can't wait to see him on other projects too. I'd like to see him.
Not that he's not a good actor, but as like Paul as Vision, how great like he's performing Vision to us. Like it's been so enjoyable.
I love it when he says, "Stop lying to me." I was like, "Yeah, this is."
Oh yes! Oh my god!
So good. I was like, "Oh."
During the birth of Billy and Tommy, like when they're both screaming, it's so funny.
No, that was good. That was good. He was very funny. I didn't expect him to be because it's very serious. Vision's always very serious.
Yeah.
It's good to see him funny like that.
It did make me sad, like in this Vision is not the old Vision, and he doesn't know that he's an Avenger, nor does he know who the Avengers are. Like
that's crazy. Because I wonder if the other Vision, knowing what's happening, would act differently. I mean, he was still trying to get out, but I wonder if he
yeah,
decide on
like
that.
can you imagine that this Vision doesn't know Tony, like essentially made him, like he is the like reminiscence of Tony. Yeah, of course, Ultron finished the work, but
that's crazy because just to do a small parenthesis here, I saw that. When you watch the episode 3 or 4, I think it was when you watch episode 4, you see that Monica's coming back from the dust. And when I was watching this, I'm like, Tony and the Avengers help all of you guys come back together. That's crazy. Exactly. I was like, I have no idea. I have no idea. That's crazy.
It still makes me so sad, like every now and then thinking that Tony Stark died, and
for me, it makes me sad.
We have RTJ in real world, like he's the real Tony Stark that we could have.
And for me, it makes me sad when I watch the old movies, because when you see him being cocky, I was like, wow, this dude is gonna do all this. That's dope.
Exactly. So, I mean, and like we in the first episode, we see like the sitcom style that Wanda says, like, my husband and his indestructible head, and we know how indestructible his head is. And now in this episode, Pietro is like, it's not like your husband's going to die twice. Oh my god! Like,
no, that was crazy. So this is why it makes me feel like somebody else brought him in, because I feel like he's dead. So if she bring him a dead one, she will have fully control of this one because it's not like you can. So, but you wouldn't say that. And I was
Right?
like this Pietro is more like in control of himself, and he's and
Even he said that you want me to come here and give you grief and like
yeah.
track your husband and then like the people. Isn't that what you want me to do? Like
Yeah, it was
so
weird.
much underlying like
And also,
storylines going on there.
it feels like he was trying to find out something when he told her, "You can tell me, who's doing this and stuff." So, but that was crazy because even though she loved him so much, she just threw him away. Like
he deserved that.
Yeah.
He deserved that at that moment. Like when Billy is in pain too because he's feeling his father, and Wanda is like going crazy or like what's happening to, and he's like making fun, especially if the fans watching. You know what happened to Vision? Come on, you deserve that, Pietro.
I know that's crazy. I was like, wow, it's so, like finally someone mentioned it. That was dope. That was awesome. Also.
So, this leads to the outside of Westview. Let's come to this. I want to mention this. Darcy figuring out all of these, like hacking into the data of Hayward. He has been keeping so much from the team.
Yeah.
From Monica's blood works to being able to monitor Vision. And there's a couple of files that she couldn't open when she started like Vision coming closer to the perimeter. Like, what is Hayward up to?
I have no idea. I really want to know. I don't know because my thing is that he wouldn't have any secret because his goal is to find out what's happening over there. But I feel like he's trying to get something. I don't know if he's trying to get the body back. I don't know if he's trying to get Wanda alive. I don't know what's his goal. What's the goal? I really want to know because I don't see what he can get from the situation. And I know
that's one of the plots in this series that we don't know yet what's the motivation or who's behind Hayward. Like could he be a Skrull, like one of the best Skrulls that's gonna
also a thing that I had in mind. That's something I had in mind. I was like, maybe he's a Skrull. Maybe that's what it is.
I mean, there is a lot to unpack here. And we're coming to the end of the episode where like Wanda enlarged the perimeter and it's encompassing much of the town into the hex. And we see Darcy gets trapped with like these soldiers, like how bad they left her there. And we like Monica and Jimmy leave. They're even driving faster. So let me connect it to this. Who do you, in the previous episode, they said, like Monica said, she knows an aerospace engineer that could build her the type of car that she needs with all of these intricate details and materials. Mm-hmm. Who do you think that aerospace engineer could be? Do you have?
I think, I don't know. I was thinking maybe the guy from Thor. What's his name?
I know the real name, Skarsgård.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe him because he helped them. But then
close the portal.
Yeah, close the portal. He helped them to find where Thor came in. You know, when they looked the photo to see. So I was thinking him. But who do you have in mind?
I mean, it's not, of course, my original idea, but within the in the fourth episode, we see that they're talking about astronauts and how they got like blipped, you know. Mm-hmm. We get the sense of like, are we getting hints from Fantastic Four?
Oh,
Reed Richards.
Oh yeah, that'll be, yes, right. That'll be awesome.
I mean, I love, by the way, I know the first two, like the Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four Silver Surfer are not two most famous movies, but I still loved, like, you know, that movie. Mm-hmm. Chris Evans is hilarious in this movie too.
Yeah, that's true.
Could you imagine Chris Evans showing up in MCU as like the Torch?
That would be funny. I'm not gonna lie, that'll be funny.
I swear. So we're coming to an end. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm so excited for the next episode. I don't know what's gonna happen, what they're gonna do. Each episode it keeps getting better and better. Who do you think at the end the Luke Skywalker level cameo is gonna be?
Well, at first I thought the cameo was Pietro. So now that we already seen him, I'm thinking maybe Doctor Strange, because
I mean, at this point, I think Doctor Strange is a must. Like I don't consider him as a cameo. Like he should show up. I mean, I don't know who else could it be.
Well, it's like for me, it's like Doctor Strange is expected, right? And Marvel.
Yeah, he's expected. That's why I don't think he's a surprise like Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian.
Like, you expect him to come up because you're like, but a strange one will be.
I don't know, for some reason, even though it's so complicated, we are still like lost within the MCU, let alone like bringing in the X-Men. But for some reason, I feel like Michael Fassbender or Ian McKellen are as Magneto. One of them is going to show up and be like, what is my son doing here? And like, I don't know if that's possible.
Oh yeah, I can see that. But if I see them, I'll be seeing them maybe a different version of them.
That's how it gets into the like multiverse of madness.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That'll be amazing. That'll be the biggest surprise. I'd love to see that. And then I wonder if they're ever gonna mention what's happening in Westview in I know it's not known to the world. Never mind. I was about to say if Falcon and Winter Soldier will ever mention what's happening, but it feel like that's a secret mission that the people don't really know.
I think
we're
gonna get a mention. That's for sure.
Because like the police officer didn't even know what was happening behind them. So I wonder if nobody knows what's going on.
I mean, I think we covered most of the episode what happened, and we're gonna have in the next few weeks all of the new episodes coming out. But you mentioned Falcon and Winter Soldier. I mean, that trailer was we're gonna leave the episode to break it down, but just to give our reactions, what did you think of it?
I loved it. I love the couple therapy thing at the beginning. I love that the love-hate relationships they have, and that's why I really want to see. What else got me? It seems like there was a funeral, and with his face big. So I'm like, I know, but I don't want to think about it. I hope it's not that. I don't want to think about Steve being gone.
I don't want to see that funeral at all.
Yeah, because I was like, this will be the first Avenger to die like from old age.
From a normal death.
To die in normal death, yeah. So yeah,
generally as overview of the trailer, I love the cyberpunk hint it had, all of the city.
Yeah.
And just they're dynamic together, Bucky and Sam. They're so cool and so funny. I just can't wait for that to come already.
It's awesome. It feels like Rush Hour. It feels like a Rush Hour dynamic. I loved it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with Julien recreating talking about the recreation.
Oh yeah, guys, your trailers for Falcon and Winter Soldier are one of the best on the internet.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm running the Marvel Fans United account, and all the fans, how fun it is. We know the interaction. It has been great, and even famous people, all of them reacting to it. You both are failing it.
It's awesome. We're gonna go crazy for this one, but what I love is that it'll be our first action packed. I really want it to be an action-packed TV show. And I know all the TV shows are gonna be different, but this one needs to be a MacGyver action-packed type thing there. That's
what's great about MCU. We get a mix of every different genre. You can enjoy every type of thing within the MCU.
That's awesome. So it doesn't feel it's the same show with different character. It's different stories, different tone. This is very good.
Okay. So I guess we covered the whole episode.
Yes, we got it.
It was our first episode, so the technical difficulties.
We hope that it's gonna get better, and we know it's gonna get better. And I can't wait to talk about more episodes and see what's going on. Time with guests also, that'll be awesome. I can wait for that.
Same. So everyone listening to us, you can find us on our YouTube channel, Kirk Deveyck, and our Twitch, Marvel Fans United, on Twitter, Marvel Fans United, and you can find us on all major podcast platforms. If you can't tune in during the live stream, and for everyone, next week, every Friday, 8 p.m. GMT, and I think 3 p.m. Eastern USA, we are going to be live streaming on Twitter and Twitch. You can watch us. You can send in your questions, and you can even sometimes show up on our show, and we can interact with the fans, and we are going to be having special guests.
Yes, so I can wait to see you guys. Don't forget to follow Enje, okay? Don't forget to follow Julien that was there earlier, and you can follow me also. And we'll see you next week.
See you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Let me close it up. Off.